YONNIEMARKET.com. That's YONNIEMARKET.com. Johnny Market.
It's here again, ladies and gentlemen. 90.1 Touch FM Radio and Showajella proudly presents a birth night celebration for Tony Touch and Jolings. It's their birth night celebration titled to be held at Jamaica Sports Bar, located at 3447 Baychester Avenue in the Bronx. That's 3447 Baychester Avenue in the Bronx. Pre-sold tickets available for $20 more at the door on Saturday, May 13. Tony Touch and Jaling's birth night celebration. You'll be musically entertained by First Store Sound with DJ Byron, Black Virgo with DJ Tracy, and the King Barker Sound Station. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is not to be missed. Tony Touch and Joling's birth night celebration, a night to remember. Saturday, May 13. Jamix comes alive.
150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Dine-in or takeout available. Call us 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. We're open Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. Sundays, 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. On Fridays and Saturdays, our seafood weekend starts from 11 o'clock. Check out our extensive breakfast and lunch menu. For breakfast, we have ackee and saltfish, corned beef and cabbage, callaloo and saltfish, corned beef and macaroni, liver or kidney, curry chicken back, brown stew chicken back, cook up saltfish, salt mackerel. Also check out our lunch specials: oxtail, cow foot, stew pork, tripe and beans, stew peas, jerk pork, jerk chicken, fried chicken, stew chicken, barbecue ribs, curry chicken, curry goats, pepper steak, escovitch fish, brown stew fish, and roast fish, jerk pork with bread, jerk chicken with bread. Plus, we have catering services available. Call us 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. We also have delivery services with Uber and DoorDash. Check us out on Instagram at CB_Jerk Center. Call us 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York.
Records presents the newly released tribute album from Keith Cole entitled Rock With Me.
Rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby.
It's 13 tracks, including the astute cover of Delroy Wilson's Who Cares?
Who cares? Who is right or wrong? Right.
Keith Cole also sings homage to Jabi Bunny Wailer.
How does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor?
This newly released 13-track tribute album is readily available in record stores and on all digital platforms. It's the brand new album Rock With Me from Keith Cole. Pick up a copy today and help play tribute to these icons in reggae music.
Rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby.
Yeah.
Rock with me, baby.
Honey, you know, I just get a call from Mama again. She told me she haven't received the barrels yet. Which shipping company do you use to send it off?
Last year, no. I want to do now.
You say, honey, you know you drink too much. I bet definitely your mother you'd use the right company.
Simpson Shipping Enterprise. Weekly sailing to all destinations. In Jamaica, they go to Kingston and Montego Bay. Also ship to Europe and South America, East Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. We offer door-to-door service to Jamaica, Guyana, and England. Simpson Shipping Enterprise, 17 Mount Vernon Avenue, New York. Telephone 914-663-9216 or 914-663-9218.
Yeah, go on like a yeah, mama. You feel me, mama? I remember tell you something. You see Simpson Shipping? Then go Jamaica, Kingston, and Montego Bay, all over the Caribbean island.
You're locked on to the number one radio station. Number one radio station.
They play the best music.
Number one. Best music for your listening pleasure.
I don't know what Junex I represent for Linkage Radio. 104.5 FM. I def them.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Derritt Avenue, in association with the Cargill Community Project, presents our annual Spring Fish Fry on Saturday, May 20th, to be held at Cooler Runnings Jerk Center, 1785 Derritt Avenue in the Bronx. Ticket donations $30. All proceeds will go to the Cargill Community Project. This event is from noon until 8 p.m. For tickets and more information, you can contact Cooler Runnings Restaurant at 718-324-7484 or 347-961-6785. That's 347-961-6785. And remember, this is our year-to-year Cargill Community Project Spring Fish Fry. Make it a date, and you better not be late. See you there.
Monday, man, I tell you, Monday's back. It's back. And I'm smack in the middle of it. Monday, yeah. Hey, everybody, it is great to be with you. It's great to be here with you. How was your weekend? That's what Mr. Ines and we do every time we see each other on a Monday. He asks me, how was your weekend? And I'll say it was good. And I'll ask him, how was yours? So, how was your weekend? And I'm posing the question once again. I hope you had a great weekend. Until we get a chance to speak to each other, I'm just going to respond on your behalf to say, it was fine, Lady D. I had a great weekend. Ha. I had a busy one, but quite rewarding. Thank you, Lord, I'm here today, and so are you, everybody. This evening, my voice is broadcasting in your homes, your offices, your motor cars, your barber shops, your corner stores, your beauty salons, your restaurants, and on your social media platforms. Of course, I am Lady D Denise Gomez. Welcome to the show. Of course, I'm your producer and presenter of Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. Broadcasting on Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM, and on Linkage Radio on the 4U app, on TuneIn, and yes, on the app. I'm also broadcasting on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, www.caribbeanvibesradio.com, courtesy of Chris Wilby. Hope you had a great weekend, Chris Wilby. And, of course, the new but not so new anymore to Fit 96.7 FM out of Duncan's in Trelawney, fitfmja.com. Hello to all of you. Your music is broadcasting all over the island. You're an FM band. You're on the FM dial. Your life, your music. Hey to Julia and the team. Thank you, thank you. And last but not least, on Inside the Zone with Lady D, the YouTube channel. What a Monday, what a Monday. Just in case you didn't know, Inside the Zone is a culture-centric radio program that connects the Jamaican diaspora and international audiences globally. The show's content captures its people's social, cultural, and collective views on issues that affect their communities: family, health, finance, education, immigration, housing, wealth management, real estate, life and health insurance, and food insecurity on Monday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Linkage Radio in Mount Vernon, New York. Welcome to the Monday Drive, everyone. Keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Where are you? Who are you? What are you doing? What have you done lately? A lot of great things, right? Yeah. I'd like to say thanks to my sponsor, Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. How are you over there? I wonder if somebody's just about walking in and they're hearing my voice somewhere. They're saying, "Who's that lady?" My name is Lady D. On my birth certificate, or as I would love to say, or I love to say on my birth certificate, it's Denise Gomez. Hello, everyone. 25 minutes after 5 o'clock. Today, of course, I'm having the Monday beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here with great music. Today's selections are jazz music on a Monday. And coming up, of course, community and immigration updates with Lady Trudy Ann. Citizenship instructor and immigration services consultant. This afternoon, she'll be talking about citizenship preparation exam. You have to study to show yourself approved to USCIS. And today's special feature, the Jamaican diaspora giving back through Team Jamaica Bickle Labor of Love Luncheon 2023. And I'll be playing this clip because it was done by a friend of mine, Garvin Gray. Keeping you in the know comes up at 6 o'clock. And in Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking, guess who? Aileen Bailey, Jamaican Olympian. And she went to my high school, very technical high school in Hayes and Clarendon. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are tuning into the program. It's 27 minutes after 5 o'clock, and I would love to get my beat business going here, chasing some Monday blues out of here with great music with the Monday beat. It's Monday. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's jazz. Jazz Music Monday. I'm sure this is so appropriate and fitting. You're driving right now and you're saying, "Oh my God, Lady D." 5:30 p.m. Wow, wouldn't you just like to get up and dance, man? I tell ya. Jazz Music Monday. 5:31 p.m. Good evening to everyone tuning in. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. Where you are? Where are you? Are you in Jamaica? You're somewhere. You're somewhere. I know. I know. I'd like to say hi to my YouTubers. Pat and Sherns and King Ryan and Vero and Richie family. Special feature coming up in a minute. You are my lady. Sensual saxophone music, man. I gotta give it to these saxophonists, you know. Not to be mistaken, it's the Monday Drive. Keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And as I take it down for the Monday Beat on a Monday afternoon, what time is it? 5:32 p.m. Good afternoon, everyone. Right now I'm taking you to my special feature for this afternoon. And what is that? It is Team Jamaica Bickle's Labor of Love Luncheon 2023, and that was held a week or so ago. And it's so interesting because they interviewed a young woman in this clip, and I'll be having her on the show at 6:30. Her name is Aileen Bailey. All those of you who are avid track and field enthusiasts should remember her. You hear Aileen Bailey and she's into everything, just all over, and doing so well, and even today. So we'll be talking. And by the way, we went to Vere Technical High School together. 5:33 p.m. Welcome to my special feature this afternoon, everyone. It's a good day. What is it called? Monday. Win. Alrighty, so let me take you.
Hello, my name is Christina Bogie. Today we're at the Crest Hollow Country Club in Woodbury, Long Island. We are here for the Team Jamaica Bickle 3rd Annual Labor of Love Luncheon. Team Jamaica Bickle provides hospitality services to our athletes when they come here for our pen relays from Jamaica and the Caribbean. We are going to be talking to some of our sponsors and other guests that came to support the Team Jamaica Bickle Luncheon today. Hello, who do I have this pleasure of speaking to today?
I'm Gregory Dillon. I'm from the Queens location of New York Life.
And what brings you out today?
Well, as a part of the diaspora, we want to ensure that all our persons are looked after, and the company itself is one that looks out for everybody. So we try to be here and to support Team Jamaica Bickle, but also your regular Jamaicans that come here.
Have you guys participated in the Team Jamaica Bickle Luncheon before, or even pen relays?
Yes, we have done so over a number of years, but this year is the first that we have put a table up to allow persons to see us, and we'll be doing more in the future, certainly.
So what is your goal for today?
Our goal is meeting people and making them aware of the part that we play as a part of Team Jamaica Bickle.
Well, thank you for joining us today. It is a pleasure of having New York Life with us today. Hi, I am here with Patricia Edwards today. How are you doing?
I'm doing terrific, actually fabulous.
So what brings you out to the Team Jamaica Bickle Luncheon today?
Well, I think it's very important that we give back. You know, it's a part of our DNA. Well, some of us that we should. And to me, it's most important because, of course, I'm Jamaican, and it's important to do this work, for our people and also for the children that's involved, young people that's involved. And we have to set the standard going through life that you get, you give. It's a charitable thing to do. Yes.
So you're one of the sponsors for this year, PT Jerk in Just Jerk in New Jersey. Let's talk a little bit about that. How did you get that business started?
Oh my God, it's amazing. Started the business 6 years ago. I love to cook, and that's just a dream. It's they said in life, once you choose what you love, it's not work. Well, every day I go to the business, it's not work. So I enjoy what I'm doing, and enjoy feeding the community, and I'm enjoying taking part in the relationship that we have between the community and PT Just Jerk. And we also a company that give back and gear to give back.
It's just amazing that, you are supporting, the Team Jamaica Bickle and what it has to offer. And I just want to say thank you for all that you're doing.
Well, thanks for having me, and I appreciate it.
We're out of the cocktail hour with Karen. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Karen, what is exactly your full title with the Team Jamaica Bickle team?
I'm Vice Chair of Team Jamaica Bickle, been in that role since about 2018.
Okay, so what's going on today for, those that cannot join the event today?
It's a fundraiser for our athletes, our ambassadors. In another week, they'll be here to participate at Penn. So this is our major thrust to get some funds in for all the work that we do. We help them with all their meals, transportation, medical, chiropractic care. So it takes a lot. Yeah. So this fundraiser is to help us to have the resources we need to ensure that they're comfortable and they're well taken care of when they're here.
So, Team Jamaica Bickle been around for 29 years. So what should we anticipate this year that's different from last year?
Well, this year at the Penn Relays, we're going to be housed in the Palestra, which is the cathedral for basketball. It's where they've had their major, basketball games for college basketball games, and it's where they also had NBA games. So they're allowing us to have that space this year, so we're excited about that. It means, even though it's been a little bit warm, that our athletes are not going to be out in the elements. They'll have a comfortable space where they can just relax, enjoy, eat, until they have to go out and perform on the track. So we're really excited about that.
So what should we be expecting today at today's luncheon?
All right, so it's going to be fun, exciting. We have lots of great entertainment. We have lots of prizes and surprises. And of course, we're honoring Aileen Bailey, an Olympian who, is truly a remarkable young lady. And we're also recognizing Miss Pat Chin, who is a stalwart in our community. So it's prizes, surprises, recognizing these two individuals and making sure that you have a good Sunday. You choose to be here with us today. We want to make sure that you're enjoying yourselves.
So why is it so important to give back, and volunteering?
I went to Immaculate, and it's a Catholic high school in Jamaica, and one thing they always told us is, to whom much is given, much is expected. And it's not that I have a lot, but if I'm able to take the time to give back to someone else to ensure that they have what they need, it's very rewarding. So for me, it's a way to help, and I love track and field. So being able to combine my love of the sport with helping those students who participate, it's just very rewarding.
Correct. So we're here with the photographer extraordinaire. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. It's a pleasure to be here. And as in, I'm in the middle of a clicking and Gavin just grabbed me, but it's a good thing.
Well, we're getting behind the scenes footage. So, just as you're working, what brought you out today?
That's Team Bickle, period. This is an organization that support the athlete, and I have to be here for that. You understand? It's a key player. Come from Jamaica, just watch champs, and we're there for this.
Okay. So will you be at the Penn Relays?
Yes, I will be.
So who are you rooting for?
I just root for the athlete. I'm not really, once you're good and you run for yard, you're good.
Hello, I am here with Aileen Bailey, one of our honorees for tonight. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So for those that don't know who you are, can you just explain just a little bit?
So I went to Vera Technical High School, ran track, participated at Penn Relays. I Was on the gold medal relay team for the 2004 Olympics. And then I competed at a couple world championship and ran and did good. So and then I'm inducted into the Penn Relays Wall of Fame, which is why being here at this fundraiser, being honored by Team Bickle is an honor because they fed me over the years.
Correct. As an honoree, how does it feel? Because you know me, I ran track in like high school and college, but I haven't made it to like the Olympics or anything. So how does it feel to be in such a high standards like that?
It feels good. It's a lot of work and pressure. I'm not used to. I get nervous because I'm not good at speaking, giving thank you speech because I get nervous and stuff. But it feels good to be honored for something you put your heart and soul into and work for. So when you're honored, because sometimes like when you're a retired athlete, you feel like the new kids are up and they remember the new ones and you're forgotten. So being honored like after the fact and knowing that you did something to represent your country and you did something well and people recognize that and want to big you up in some form of way. So it brings me joy and a warm fuzzy feeling.
There you go. Quick highlight for you of Team Jamaica Bickle's Labor of Love luncheon held here in New York City. And we want to big up all the players in this, Erwin Clare and his team. The year I would have gone to, boy, I tell you, you see that hurdle I'm looking at over there? If I could catch you today, I'd give you a good beat up. The year I would have gone to Penn Relays, that's the year I had an accident. Fell over the hurdle at the National Stadium, and my knee was so badly damaged I couldn't pursue my athletic career. But nevertheless, I laud all those who have gone on to do so well. And, they have made money, made a name, given back. So I'm so grateful. So, hi, everyone. 5:42 p.m. coming up in a few minutes will be my immigration updates with Lady Trudy Ann. And today we're going to be talking about citizenship preparation exam. Yes, So there you go. Bingo. Those of you who are in the throes of considering applying for your citizenship, I don't know why people don't want to apply for United States citizenship, You hold your allegiance to your country. The fact that you may have become a citizen doesn't mean that you're no longer a Jamaican by birth. It just means that you are now naturalized. You're a naturalized citizen. But is Jamaica you're born? Yeah, it's only a document. And there are certain perks that you get. We don't think long term a lot of times. We think in the now, and we end up having to regret not doing what we needed to have done. So welcome to the show. How about some music? And then in a few, we'll be talking with Lady Trudy Ann. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. What's your name? What's your name? It's 914-600-4228, the telephone number to reach me here in the Linkage Radio Station. 914-600-4228. Jazz Music Monday. I need some more music, man. Good afternoon to everyone tuning in. You're in Duncan's Trelawney. How are you? How are you? What is it like in Duncan's Trelawney? One of these days, I'm going to have a conversation with someone out of Duncan's in Trelawney, and so they can tell us about the cool wind that blows and how the sun hot. But it's Jamaica. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Lady D. It's Lady Trudy Ann. How are you?
I'm good, Trudy. How are you? It's a beautiful Monday. I hope you rested over the weekend.
There's no rest for the wicked. I'm just good.
Lordy Jesus.
No, I'm always busy.
Oh, you're always busy. So do me a favor, Trudy. Turn the volume down on your phone a little bit, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time.
Yeah, are you here?
Yes, man, I'm hearing you. But what happens is that you have a strong voice, and so it comes over, a little static key. So I have to let you turn it down a little bit. Alrighty, welcome. It's Monday, and it's time for our talk. We did get some positive feedback from the 2 sessions that we've done so far. So we want to say thank you so much for the information. We can't do without it, no matter how long we're here, who we are, what we do, where we come from. It's important for us to get all the information. So today we're talking about citizenship preparation exam. Oh, Lord, that sounds like we're sitting the SATs or the writing for a doctorate.
Or CXCs.
Or GCE.
Yes.
There's a GCE.
When I start mentioning citizenship preparation, when I start my classes, my students get very nervous because it takes them back to school, especially those from the British system.
Right.
It takes them back to school. And I leave my classes just like I leave, you get an English class back home.
Right.
But so citizenship exam preparation, as I mentioned last week for listeners, good evening, listeners. Sorry for my manners. Good evening. So as I mentioned last week about doing the citizenship application, whether you're here for green card holder for 5 years or a green card holder for 3 years or through marriage. Is that your music, Lady D?
Yes, my apologies. Continue, my dear. I'm playing some great jazz for you this afternoon.
Yeah, so when you're getting ready to do you're sending your application, you have done your biometrics, or they'll tell you don't have to do biometrics because you're using the biometrics from your green card application previously, so you'll get away with that. So now it's time for getting ready to prepare for the exam. So the citizenship exam has 4 parts. The speaking and understanding English, reading, writing, and the 100 questions. So let's start with the 100 questions. The 100 questions, yes, people, you have to study all 100. You'll get 10, any 10, out of that 100, and out of the 10 you need to get at least 6 right. So so 6 correct. But let me give you a little thing. When you're going for the exam, people, please ask them for the 2018 exam. Do not take the 2020 exam. That's the exam that Trump had installed. But Biden came in, knocked it down, and let it go back to the 2018 exam. So the exam, even if it's the 2018, and when you go for the interview, please ask for the 2018. Do not let them give you the 2020.
Okay. Thank you.
Second, you're going to be tested on your reading and writing skills. So reading, you're going to get 3 chances to read. If you read the first sentence and you got it correct, you have passed that section. If you didn't get it correct, you're going to get a second sentence. If you fail the second sentence, you get a third sentence. Same thing for the writing. If you fail the third sentence, you have failed that section. You haven't failed the entire exam unless you have failed all sections, which I think is highly unlikely when your first language is English. Even though I know there's some people who never went to school too good, drop out of school, no read. Lord, Miss Trudy, I'm not really good kind of remembering, I'm not really good kind of writing. Either way, you are good, you just think you're not good. So my goal is to help to motivate you, because a lot of learning is 90% motivation and 10% actually doing the work. So now we went through the question, which is 100 questions. You're going to get any 10 of the 100, and you need to pass at least 6. Reading and writing, you get 1 sentence to read, 1 sentence to write. Then speaking and understanding English. People, I don't care if you speak English as your first language. You still need to go in and speak proper English and understand when they're asking you something. Now, so let's remember, USCIS is a money-making organization. So the more times you fail is the more times they get more money when you reapply. Don't give away your hard-earned money. If the interviewer is asking you something or saying something to you and it's under their breath, firmly say, could you please speak louder? Don't try to answer the question if you did not hear it clearly, because then when you answer it wrong, you have now failed that section. And if it's your second chance, you're going to have to pay to come back. So with that said, when you apply for your citizenship application, you get 2 chances to do the interview. If you fail the first chance, meaning you fail one of the 4 sections. If you fail the reading or the writing, you're going to come back a second time to take only the section that you failed, not the entire exam all over.
Right, okay.
If you fail the second time, you're not to do the application all over again. And Lady D, before I finish off, people, please, immigration does this little trick where they send you the interview letter, you didn't get it, or they claim they sent it, you never got it. So now you didn't know you got it, you missed the exam date, and they're going to tell you have to reapply because now you missed the day they've closed the case. So please make sure you provide the right address, and if you're moving, change the address with the post office right away. Right away. Because if you miss that letter from immigration, they have all right to say, well, you missed the date, you have to reapply and pay that money all over again.
Well, I tell you, information, it is so important. But you do know, as before we wrap up, that there are people who have not read well, not written well. They have not the comprehension component of it. It's just very challenging for them, and at this point they are left in the wings.
Yes. So with that, I do offer classes, but when individuals come to me, by speaking with them, by asking them certain questions, I can assess the level of their English and understanding. So I've heard people say, oh, make sure to speak English from the pass. No. I know a person who speaks fluent English and still fail the first time. Because why? Immigration. Sometimes you get a nice officer, sometimes you get a not so nice officer, right? And they will deliberately do things to sabotage your interview to get you to come back to fail, because it's a money-making organization. So that's why I said when they speak, they will speak under their breath just to throw you off. And because immigration is already a nerve-wracking thing for anyone, even if you haven't done anything criminal, right? It is easy for people to get thrown off their axis. So if the interviewer is asking something or saying something under their breath, which they are known to do, please don't fall for it. Do not answer the question until you say to them, please repeat a little louder.
Trudy, you're the best.
But I'll also warn you people, I know what I'm saying, but do not ask them to repeat twice. Once. Please repeat louder. If you ask them a second time, it's now you do not understand English, and now you have failed that portion of the exam. So it's always little tricks to make sure you pass on the first time.
Well, you're the best, Trudy, Lady Trudy Ann. Thank you so much. You go ahead and give them your contact information.
Sure. To reach my office is 929-312-1161. That's 929-312-1161. You can find me on Instagram at Swatties International. And in my website is swades.org. But anyway, if you miss the number, you can call Lady D and ask her for the information.
There you go. Community and immigration updates with Lady Trudy Ann. Thank you, Trudy. We talk again next Monday.
All right, take care, Lady D. Have a good one, listeners. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 3 minutes to news time. Keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts. The Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Our telephone number once again, 914-600-4228. Hey to all the people across the tri-state area. My name is Denise, Lady D Gomez. Oh, how I love being here on a Monday. And I'd like to remind you the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. They have an event coming up, you know. Yes, they do.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant, in association with the Cargill Community Project, presents our annual Customer and Community Appreciation Day 2023 to be held at Cooler Runnings Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, from 12 p.m. until 7 p.m. with live broadcast on Future FM Radio 98.9 FM, music by DJ Ray Ray.
Live performances by Imani Tyson, Minister Andrea Derrett, Ras Bones, J Bez. Also 3 bands, Island Steel, Soul Jam, and Jenna Roots. Hosted by the dynamic duo Patrick Tyson and yours truly, Lady D, Denise Gomez.
This event is powered by Future FM Radio 98.9 FM, Gospel Showcase Radio NYC, and Inside the Zone with Lady D.
Sponsored by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, Cargill Community Project,
Bronxwood International Church of God, Dirty Gloves, CJ Robbins Real Estate, Irie Dale,
and Sheffy 2 Restaurant. Bring the family. It's Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant and Cargill Community Project Annual Customer and Community Appreciation Day on Saturday, June 10 from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Make it a date and you better not be late.
See you there. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know with news happenings and facts, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. We start off this afternoon with news out of the United States. A suspect is in custody and one person is dead after a shooting at Rose State College in Midwest City, Oklahoma, the city's police chief said Monday.
Chief Sid Porter told reporters the suspect and victim are acquainted through a domestic situation. The victim was shot once, he said. Officers who were assigned to patrol the campus received reports of a person shot, responded to the area, and found the armed suspect. Porter said they ordered him to drop the gun, which he did, the chief reported. Porter said students and staff did a fantastic job at responding to the incident at the community college east of Oklahoma City. He said the campus has an active shooter drill in the past few weeks. Rose State College is a public two-year institution. It says on its website it has more than 13,000 students and more than 60 academic programs. We are currently experiencing an active shooter situation on campus, end quote, Rose State College said earlier on Twitter. Please shelter in place and follow instructions from law enforcement officials. More information to follow as it becomes available. The lockdown was later. I do apologize for that. The lockdown was later lifted. CNN has reached out to the mayor's office, the Midwest City Police Department, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, and Rose State College for more information. People on campus were asked to leave after the end of the lockdown. Please avoid the area south of Humanities and Administration Building. All activities and classes for the remainder of Monday, April 24, are cancelled, a tweet from the college said. And still in the U.S., the NYPD are searching for two suspects linked to a shooting of a 21-year-old man in the Bronx. According to police, the duo shot several rounds at the victim, striking him in the back in the Hybrid section on April 14 at 1:30 p.m. The 21-year-old is expected to recover. Anyone who recognizes the suspects are asked to contact the police. And in our Jamaican news, St. James detectives assigned to the St. James Police Division have listed 7 individuals as wanted for a number of crimes committed across the parish. They are Thaddeus Tucker, otherwise called White Man, of Norwood, St. James. Tucker is wanted for triple murder and 3 counts of shooting. Lorenzo Walters, otherwise called Larry of Johns Hall, St. James. Walters is wanted for double murder and wounding with intent. Caston Bertrand, otherwise called Cass Bertrand, is wanted for murder. Chanel Lutan of Farm Heights, St. James. Lutan is wanted for 2 counts of murder, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and escaping lawful custody. Kenroy Roach, otherwise called Tika of Hampton District, St. James. He is wanted for murder. Siroyan Brown, otherwise called Spider of St. Catherine, Siroyan Brown, otherwise called Spider of Catherine Hall, St. James, is of dark complexion and is about 165 centimeters, that is 5 feet, 5 inches tall. He is wanted for murder. Marshall Dillon, otherwise called Rasta of Norwood in St. James, he is of brown complexion, about 183 centimeters, 6 feet tall, and sports a dreadlock-style hairstyle. He is wanted for murder. Anyone with information that can assist in the investigations is being asked to contact the Montego Bay Police at 876-953-6191, Crime Stop at 311, the NIB tip line at 811, the police 119 number for the nearest police station. Individuals are also being reminded that it is a crime to harbor fugitives. 3 police constables convicted in the 2012 shooting death of 16-year-old Vanessa Kirkland were acquitted in the Court of Appeal on Monday. The constables, Andrew Wayne Smith, Dervin Hales, and Anna K. Bailey, had their 2019 convictions quashed after a number of errors by the Supreme Court trial judges were cited. They had each been sentenced to 14 years and 6 months in prison for manslaughter in relation to Kirkland's death. Kirkland, a student of Immaculate Conception High School, was shot and killed on March 20, 2012 on Norman Lane, Kingston 13, after the 3 police constables allegedly drove onto Norman Lane sometime after 9 o'clock on the night of the incident and opened fire on a blue Suzuki Swift motor car parked along the left side of the road. 6 other people were reportedly shot and injured in the incident. The defense team, which included attorneys Peter Champagny, who represented the 2 male accused, and Oswest Senior Smith, who represented the female, argued that the defendants were acting in self-defense when they fired on the car. And, of course, we continue with more news out of the U.S., and I missed this one because I saw it shortly before I left the office this afternoon. Out of New York, longtime CNN host Don Lemon is out at the cable network's news a little over 2 months after apologizing to viewers for on-air comments about Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley, CNN announced Monday. Quote, CNN and Don have parted ways, end quote. CNN chair Chris Litch said in a memo to staff that was also posted on the network's communications Twitter account. Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over the past 17 years. We wish him well and will be cheering him on in his future endeavors. CNN did not provide a public explanation for Lemon's departure, but on the CNN This Morning's co-host's own Twitter account, Lemon contended the news came as a surprise to him and characterized it as a firing. He had appeared on his show that morning. I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated by CNN. I am stunned, he wrote in a statement posted shortly after 12 p.m. Eastern. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network. In mid-February, Lemon caused an uproar when, during a discussion on CNN This Morning with co-hosts Poppy Harlow and Caitlin Collins about the ages of politicians, he said that the 51-year-old Haley was not in her prime. A woman, he said, was considered in her prime in her 20s, 30s, and maybe her 40s. Harlow challenged Lemon, trying to clarify what he was referencing. I think we need to qualify. Are you talking about prime for childbearing, or are you talking about prime for being president? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what the facts are, Lemon responded. He brought up the subject again an hour later and was rebutted by commentator Audie Cornish. Lemon issued a statement saying he regretted his inartful and irrelevant comments, which Haley herself called the comments sexist and used to fundraise. He was subsequently absent from the show for 3 days, returning the following week with a tweeted apology but no mention of the episode on air. Litch told staffers in a memo at the time that Lemon would undergo formal training but did not specify what that would entail. Litch added that it was important to him that the network balances accountability with fostering a culture in which people can own, learn, and grow from their mistakes. It's 9 minutes after 6 o'clock, and we have more headlines for you coming out of Mexico out of Mexico City. Mexican Navy inspectors have intercepted 11,520 tequila bottles found for export that actually contained nearly 10 tons of concentrated liquid meth, the Navy said Monday. The discovery was made over the weekend at the Pacific Coast seaport of Manzanillo, the Navy said. It said the bottles contained approximately 8,640 kilograms, about 19,000 pounds of meth. Photos of the seizure show a sniffer dog. I do apologize for that. Photos of the seizure show a sniffer dog alerting inspectors to cardboard boxes of glass bottles full of a brownish liquid, consistent with the color of Angeo, or aged tequila. The labels on the bottles were not visible. Mexico is the world's only producer of authentic tequila. While there have not been any reported instances of such bottles reaching consumers, ingesting the mixture would be immensely dangerous. Mexico has become a major producer of meth, and drug smugglers frequently are stopped at the border with liquid meth in their windshield washer fluid or other containers in their cars. The liquid meth is usually recovered by the smugglers, and taken to specialized facilities where the water is extracted and then returned to its usually crystal form. That's the end of our news feature this afternoon. For keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. It's 11 minutes after 6 o'clock. The lines are open. You may call 914-600-4228 if you have a comment on our headline this afternoon. 914-600-4228. In the meanwhile, I'd like to say a very special good afternoon to everyone tuning in. You're home, you're working, you're in your motor cars, you're somewhere doing something that's positive, productive. If you have found yourself otherwise, then you need to have a conversation with me. But I'd like to say hi. It's Monday. We dance, we talk, and of course, we interview. At 6:30 p.m., my guest will be Aileen Bailey, Jamaican Olympian, and so much more. And she has a youthful vibe to her, so I'm looking forward to our conversation this evening. 12 minutes after 6 o'clock, I'd like to once again say hello to those who are in Jamaica listening on Fit 96.7 FM, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music. Can you imagine? They're hearing my voice in Jamaica. So I'm going to have a conversation with Julia. I think I should have a conversation with Julia one afternoon, and then we can have an interactive program where we get a call from people a yard in Duncan's in Trelawney. How about that? And to my audience here in the tri-state and across the world, we want to say hi. Andrea is in Barbados. Hey, Andrea, it's good to have you always. We come from far. We are coming from a far way. And, I just want to say, hey, DJ Apache, so good to see you. Howdy, howdy. Nice to see you. And I just want to let everyone know that I'm an accomplished artist with a paintbrush in hand. This past Friday, I was at the Golden Care Ministry, a part of my church. The seniors, they had their sip and paint. So as I sipped my crystal punch, no, not water, no. And my sorrel drink, I painted, man, oh my goodness. But guess what happened now? So we had a scenic view. We were by the ocean. We had 2 coconut trees, 2 beach chairs, beach umbrella, the sand and the water, right? So I did my outline beautifully. The seashore is to my right. The sand is to the left. And the 2, so clearly, because, our teacher, he's guiding us, and so he's doing his thing, and I'm following, man. But my body of water was a little too wide. So it took away portions of my sand area. There are supposed to be 2 chairs, but for the life of me, I couldn't fit the 2 chairs because I didn't have enough space. So I decided I would just do 1. So by the time I did that, I realized, but hold on there a little bit. This don't even look like the chair, even though I couldn't capture 1. I'm doing 1 instead of 2. I said to myself, but Denise, what you doing? This don't even look like the chair that the artist has on his canvas. So I just fix it up, and then, so when I looked at it, really good. I said, but this look like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress. So I made a joke on my behalf, and I said, anybody who wants to come and have a nap under the umbrella on my Sealy Posturepedic, you're welcome to come. So if you want to come to Lady D's Beach, come. Sealy is available to you, right? So that's 1. And 2, so the cloud in the sky, Lord have mercy. I took up, somehow my brush Well, I'm no artist, hello. But somehow I couldn't get the brush to work and dissolve and, make the clouds seem less less clustered, right? So I'm there trying to brush it out, I dip it in water, brushing it out. Oh, please. So by the time now I look at it again, I had to take a video of it and have a good laugh at myself because I was saying, but this is something look like no rain are gonna fall anytime soon. The pores them clog up. No rain falling. But interestingly, we had rain over the weekend, rainfall all night. Y'all got some rain? I'm like, Denise, you just did something here. So as I posted and the joke was on me, a friend sent me the note in the WhatsApp to say, in the cloud, she just think that she saw somebody laying down. I'm like, what kind of celestial supernatural thing this is? Oh, Janet tells me, I think I see somebody in there. I say, you know what? Oh, no, don't carry me there. So I did not draw anyone in the cloud, but it was fun. I had a good time. So if you want to check me for a portrait, I'm available. And don't worry what the outcome will be. I'm available. It's Inside the Zone. It's a Monday Drive. Keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Even DL, everybody teasing me. Some say look good, And then my Christmas tree. So the Christmas tree is still up, laden with my decorations. My tree look good though, don't joke with me. My tree is happening. It's saying a whole heap of something. But I haven't gotten the vibe, the urge to take down the tree as of now. So I put it up and asked people what they thought. Some said just leave it, cover it over and leave it. And I might just do that. I still have the pepper lights on the wall with all ribbons and stuff. That I'm going to take down over the weekend. Can't promise nobody that during the week. But tree still up, painting going on. I'm going to put up my painting. So those of you who are not on my social media, I don't have your contact information or anything, but you're missing out. Because I can have a good laugh at myself. What time is it? 18 minutes after 6 o'clock. I feel for some more tune. You feel for some more music like me? Yeah, I feel for some more music. And at 6:30, Aileen will be calling me and we'll be having so much fun. Here we go. More music. It's Jazz Music Monday, 914-600-4228. Good afternoon to CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. That's Chris Wilby. How are you, Chris Wilby? We became such good friends and we are still there supporting each other every chance we get. Also, what's happening? Fun in the Sun is coming up on August 5. Saturday, August 5. Save the date. Saturday, August 5 is Fun in the Sun in the Bronx. And we will be communicating with you shortly about the venue. But meanwhile, it is happening. No matter where we're going to have it, it's happening. Fun in the Sun, the Bronx Community Engagement Event, yes, of which I'm a part. I do the production side of it. But you just make sure you log that date in your calendar. Fun in the Sun, Bronx, New York is gonna happen. Also, Saturday, May 13th, Carlene Davis will be coming to the Bronx for two events. The 13th at our church, New Testament Temple Church of God, we're having concert and dinner. And the tickets are $120 for couple. Oh, dear Lord, Lady D, you're giving big time information and you do not have it at your fingertips. But I'll come back to you with that. However, $160 for couple, $120 for couple, that much I know. Because you can grab to go, you can take your dinner with you if you're not staying at the concert, and then you have the sit down and all kind of stuff going on. But the 13th of May, so if you have nowhere to go to take your mom to on Mother's Day, or moms you have not, you have no plans, we invite you to come on over to the Bronx for Saturday, May 13th. for Mother's Day concert and dinner. And our guest will be Carlene Davis out of Jamaica, West Indies. Music. I'll be back. Stay with me. Don't go no place. Jazz of a different color and vibe. To the rescue. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, lady.
My dear heart.
Yes. Don't tell me say you're from linkage upon me with the coconut tree and the beach and the...
Oh, you see then now what a great similarity we're having. And he has already, well, he only speaks of it. He does not have it on canvas. He only talk about it, but I have it as evidence.
Yes, and you are paint clothes on the clothes.
Yes, ma'am. Painting my clothes. Oh, although, it didn't look like the rain was going to fall. Yeah. How you doing, my heart?
I'm okay.
Nice. You heard me, no?
Two coconut trees and flower. Sealy bed.
The Sealy posturpedic. You remember Sealy? Stay there. Yes, ma'am. I have my Sealy. I have my beach umbrella. So here, Auntie Daphne now. Here, Auntie Daphne now. So listen to this now, Hortense. Here, Auntie Daphne to me now. Boy, Lady D, what made me see what missing? Because I asked everybody to tell me what the difference was between the original painting and mine, right? So people gave me their comments and stuff. Here, Auntie Daphne, she now. Boy, Lady D, it looked like you not have no pebbles. I'm like, pebbles no in there. You not have no pebbles along the beach. Me no know. I say, Auntie Daphne, there are no pebbles nowhere there. You adding pebbles. There are no pebbles. But anyway. So what you saying now? Any news? Because I have a few minutes.
Yes, I heard about this jerk chicken from Westland. That's a Savannah. And Westland. I think James Land. Sunday, the boulevard. What boulevard mean down there? Anyway, he was shot. And they heard people hear the explosion and they went there. When they went there, the man is 65 years old. He got shot. He's a jerk chicken man.
Oh dear.
Yes, and he taken to the hospital where he died. But this
is that the one? I heard it. Is that the one where it was his daughter who saw? Is that the one with the daughter who saw?
The 29 years old and driving the car out of control and not
Lord.
And he had multiple damage.
Yes.
And he taken to the hospital and he passed away. Yes, that's why he 11 o'clock he was still there.
Yeah.
And then this lady, when they were talking about if you get something and then say she can get some money and they want to know how much money she gets contribute to her thing.
Oh.
God.
Oh Lord, the Foreign Affairs Minister, the lady from Foreign Affairs, right?
Yes. how much
money.
College for the
Yes.
That's something I wrote the headline today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, right.
So they're investigating. Oh, well.
They'll be investigating, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I know you're a lady, you're a news lady, so you're always bringing me in the know as well, which I appreciate because we can't carry everything.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I was listening to everyone bring up the jerk chicken and the guy with the accident on that same one day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. With the students,
Mm-hmm.
the students, them, what they did, the campus, on the campus, they locked down the campus.
Yes. Hold on one moment. Somebody's trying to go ahead, because I somehow you're not coming in as clear as I used to hear you. Your phone is not as clear. I'm not sure why.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you hear better now?
A little better. Go ahead.
Yes, so in the campus, the student then
with the college
to the college. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They lock it down and they have no class there today.
Right, but they said that the lockdown was later lifted. They had lifted it afterwards. The headline I read came out at 4:02 this afternoon. So they had lifted the lockdown, and they just asked persons to be careful and all of that. There's never a dull moment here in the United States. We talk about other countries, but never a dull moment here.
It's here, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my love.
Yeah,
but I'm going to love you and leave you because I have to keep the line open for my guest to call in when she does. Right.
Okay.
So you enjoy the rest of your Monday? Yes, lovey. Take it easy. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, you too.
That's my Hortense for you right there. DL, I'm not sure what happened there unless I was not paying attention. Again, our telephone number is 914-600-4228. I have 2 minutes to go before my guest calls in at 6:30. Aileen Bailey, Jamaican Olympian, great athlete that she was. And, we're just going to talk and have fun. It's Jazz Music Monday. King Ryan says, I can keep the tree up because there's also Christmas in July. Good afternoon.
One call at a time.
All right, sir. Keep it moving. Greetings, DL. Howdy.
Hi, how are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was on point with your Hocus Pocus painting.
Oh, my Hocus Pocus. Okay. Mm-hmm.
See one of the beach here missing.
Yes, indeed. So it turned out to be a bed instead.
And your clouds are not all a cloud.
No. They're clustered.
Right. Look here quickly. That Danielman song I find very, very funny. Even the statement that CNN issued, it is so lame and patronizing, but he will always be a part of the CNN
That's
family.
what I was saying.
I mean,
I'm like, Lord, people, stop. Chucks.
Yeah, they go on this lame stuff. But I don't understand. I don't think it's that thing with him and Papiolo, because he and them are friends. They go out together. They understand him, and he was saying that this is what Google say. He's not saying so. He's just been a messenger.
I think maybe they wanted to
So
fire him long time. Maybe they wanted to
Yeah,
fire him.
I mean, yes. I mean, he and this Indian fellow were run as Republican presidential candidate mixed up last week one day on the race issue. But everybody know that Don Lemon will challenge you and real time and that's one reason why I'm so popular. So I really don't know. I mean, he was on there laughing this morning. Everything was all right with
That's
them,
what
fellow,
they
and
say.
then before you know it, the news came after. The news came after they took a car from the back.
Yeah. And so he's saying, they could have said something to him. I don't know. These people.
Yeah, well, CNN is saying that they did reach out to him and he chose not to come forward and instead make a post on Twitter. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, they have to pay up this contract anyway. So,
It's neither here nor there at this point. And he'll get job.
Yeah, and I'm sure. I'm sure he will join his old pal Chris Como and all the other CNN and ABC alumni who is over at News Nation. Yeah, so he's all right.
Yes.
But it's quite me that it's three heads fall, because I still can't believe that in this day and age, the CEO of NBC was pushed out because in a private relationship with somebody at the station.
No, indeed. Well, Dale, guess what? I'm going to have to end our talk because I'm waiting for Aileen to call me.
Yes, come.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Yes, right. Because on the one line. Yeah, go ahead. On the one line. Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, bye-bye. All righty. Great music on a Monday afternoon here. What can I tell you? It's... Good evening. Welcome to Inside the Zone.
Hi, good evening. This is Aileen Bailey.
Yes, Aileen, it's Lady D. You're live and on time with me. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I was telling them how you have a youthful tone to your voice.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm grown out of my baby voice here.
Yes, you do. Aileen Bailey, it's a pleasure having you, Aileen. Your name was on everybody's lips in Jamaica and across the world when you were sprinting and doing what you love to do. I mean, you brought such life to track and field, particularly athletics, of course. And you were burning up the track, lady. So, again, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Nice.
Just transitioning, getting used to transitioning from retiring from track and trying to find my little niche.
Mm-hmm. So, may I ask a question? Do you have me on speaker?
No, Bluetooth.
Oh, you're using your Bluetooth. Okay. All right. Yes, because it comes across better.
Okay.
6:34 p.m. Welcome, everyone. It's time for Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. And my guest this afternoon is Aileen Bailey. She is our very own Jamaican Olympian. And, things have been going pretty well. Good afternoon.
Hi, I'm sorry I lost you there.
All right, that's fine. You're back, so that's good. All righty, so welcome again. I want to just, have a quick icebreaker. And maybe this is the icebreaker.
Okay.
This is the icebreaker of all times, courtesy of Lady D. What can I say? So, how many medals are in your collection?
Oh, Jesus. Well, the major...
Yes.
Major ones are... Major ones. I think I have 4 major ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then high school, oh, God.
A whole lot. A whole heap, as we would say. Oh, God. Right? A whole lot.
And then college is like another set.
Mm-hmm. I thought I would just pop that question because sometimes I know, when people are really acquiring a lot of things, they don't really pay attention to detail to say, oh, I have about 5 over there and I have 20 over here. You really don't do that because you're busy and the moving parts are many. So, I just thought I would just pop that one there for you and see what the response would be like. But I must let you know that our former high school, so I'm also a past student of Veer Technical, and yes, so I meant that was intentional. I didn't mention it to you so that we could have that aha moment. But
okay, Veer Tech.
Yes.
We're in school.
Mm-hmm.
We're in school, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So knowledge, skill, and discipline, that was our motto. And it has certainly taken us around the world. Wouldn't you agree? And I mean, with regards to your achievements, you have outdone yourself, Aileen. And I would like you to take us back to your days at, as we called it, Veer Tech.
Oh, wow. Veer Tech, my first couple of years were a little bit rough. Because I was like a little bit rough around the edge, so I spent most of my time in Mrs. Bryan's office. But then,
so Aileen, you have to be very clear with me. Rough meaning what exactly?
Rough meaning I don't know. I guess but I was always getting in the fight, but it was with boys. But because I didn't like being.
Oh.
I didn't like being touched, and little boys like touching people, girls for some reason. So every time somebody touched me, a switch flips, and I go postal, so I stayed in her office most of the time. So, but then I got straightened up. I think it was 96. My best friend Tony came to the school. He kind of got me on track. And then Timothy Spencer and Joseph Holdens, they saw something in me and they sponsored me. They were investing in my academic and my athletic ability. So I calmed down. But it was some amazing years. You learn a lot of life skills because on the weekends, Miss Emily would make us cook. She said we need to learn how to cook. When we find our husband, we need to learn how to cook. We cleaned on the weekend. We did our laundry. We studied as a group, and we learned to live together as like sisters because like a bunch of girls hanging out. So it was fun. Scared first because I literally came from St. Mary, 12 years old, never been away from my mom, so it was scary. But then Miss Emily, our dorm mother, she made everything so much
easier. Okay, so that was life. So you attended Veer Technical High School you started when? Because it's a 4-year high school.
93. So it's 93 till
97.
99 because it's a technical school. Yeah, so because it's a technical school, I think most technical schools you would enter. Most technical schools. I think technical schools back then, kids would spend like 2 years in junior high and then go over. So I was too young, so I kept repeating.
Oh, you kept repeating because it's a 4-year school. It's 4 years. They started second form.
I went in too young. Yeah, I went in too young, so I had to repeat.
Okay. So you started out for track. You started out at class 4.
Yes, I did.
You started out at class 4.
I started class 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was great. So class 4, and where my first year I didn't win. I got second, I think, and then after that I started progressing and getting into my own little swing. So I was dominant for a couple of years that I was in each classes I was. So in character games I did really well as well. So representing my school was amazing.
Representing your school was amazing. Great. All righty, so let's keep the conversation rolling. Now, I read your professional bio, and I'm telling you that I got lost. I'm reading the year, I'm seeing the event. So it's so impressive because here the history begins. So it's not in chronological order, but, right? So there's the pen relays, you're inductee in the Wall of Fame, then you're an Olympian, then you were also in the World Championships, Commonwealth Games. You attended University of South Carolina and Barron Community College, just to name a few. So I'd like you to break down as best as you can, because we end by 7 o'clock, right? What it was like, and the championships and the winnings and all that, because coincidentally, of course, this coming weekend will be pen relays. So you've had the pleasure of being in that, space, understanding what it entails. So go ahead. I give you the floor right now.
Okay. So pen relays started from high school. So 94 was my first pen relays. I actually ran the 400-meter leg on the sprint medley. Never ran a 400 in my life, but they felt like I always did. And they gave me the stick in first. I ran scared, and I finished in first. And then the years after, and then because I was running some pirates, because I think the Island Sisters were on my team. But I had to make sure, I hold the spot because, representing the school. And the years after that, high school, I ran the 4x1. We had a championship record for a minute, and then I think another Vertec group came up and they broke it after a while. And then in college, I was at pen relays as well.
So you did.
I think my first.
So you did the sprints. You did the 100.
100 and 200.
100, and you did the 4x1.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
So college, I did the same thing. I was there. So we're gonna stay in high school a little bit. My first senior team was 1996 World Championship. I didn't run, but I was just there. And then 1997, I actually ran on the relay team. I started, and we won a bronze medal that year. So I won my first senior medal was when I was 16. Yes, I was 16 that year. My first senior medal was when I was 16.
So what was it like? Really what was the energy like? Because I too was an athlete, so I understand, having to compete. You're competing against other, students from other schools. You hear about this one who is the best at their school, and we have to measure up. So how was that for you?
I mean, it was actually easy because coming from Vertec, which is like a traditional dominant high school, and then I had an ego because we had like the likes of Marlene Artie, John Emmons, Beverly McDonald. So we had like athletes from our school that were dominating track and field. So we had a chip on our shoulder. Whenever we went out there, we had to represent, because we're not representing just us. We're representing the legacy, which they created. So we went out there with, no matter who's in the race, we're going to win, and we were never afraid of anything. And that's the mentality that we had. We had to win at all costs. And we trained hard.
I'm sure you did, because, we would hear the name Aileen Bailey, and everybody is glued, whether it was to their radio or their television sets, but we wanted to hear about you. And recently you somehow resurfaced, right? So I read an article in the Jamaica Observer, and then I know you have been doing quite a few interviews, and most recently you were honored at the Team Jamaica Bickle's Labor of Love luncheon that they had. And, I even saw a clip of that as well. And, I wondered to myself, did you at any time think that you would have done so well when you first started as an athlete?
Oh, actually, no, I didn't think I would be. I never really thought I would be an athlete. Because I grew up on a farm in Bacchuswood, St. Mary, and I used to be the kid that the neighborhood would bring their inmates. So it's like what's the thing? A mongoose bite like a chicken or an animal, then I would be the kid in the neighborhood that goes around and patch them up and put the necessary things. Because everybody's farming and doing stuff. They don't have time to. So my initial thing is that I wanted to be a vet. So track wasn't like a thing. So track just came. It just came out of
nowhere.
Just me needing an avenue to burn off some steam, and it just grew into something amazing. So I had to put the vet thing on hold and ran for a minute.
But did you truly love it after you got involved in it, deeply involved in it?
I did, because I got to travel. Initially, we started traveling to Penale's, different Caribbean islands. And I like visiting new places and meeting new people and just experiencing different culture. So that part of it is like, okay, cool, I get to travel for free.
Yes.
I mean, so that was the fun part of it. And then I just got to enjoy the experience and running around and traveling is going on different tracks and stuff. So, and experiencing different crowds and the energy that they give you. So.
Yes. And what was it like? What was it like to be honored through Team Jamaica Bickle? Because they have such a vital role to play for athletes coming here to participate at Penn Relays.
I mean, it's unexplainable, because I never thought that I was the athlete that would be honored, because I don't have as much accolades as everybody else. I thought that I was usually just a relay medalist. So on international stage, I am just a relay medalist. I didn't have like a individual Olympic or world championship medal, so I never see myself in that position where I would be honored. So, I mean, being honored, it gives me this sense of pride and accomplishment, and to know that people saw value in me and want to, be able to recognize that value, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
Right.
So
and what do
it was an amazing feeling.
Thank you for that. And have you had any opportunity to speak with students, athletes, to share your experience, to offer any kind of guidance to them, mentoring?
Initially, when I lived in Jamaica for the first 4 years, when I left college, I used to go to schools in Jamaica and do that. But it wasn't just athletes; it was just like kids on a whole. Because not just athletes need encouragement, like just your regular day-to-day students need encouragement. And I used to pick like the schools that people would neglect. So I went to Papine, Tivoli High School, and just those schools that people tend to be scared to go to. And there's like so many gems in those schools, like academic-wise and athletic-wise. And for somebody like me to come into their schools and pour into them, it makes them feel special and want to continue to do their best in what it is that they're doing.
Yes.
And then here in the U.S., I am a member of the exchange club here in Charleston. Before, when I was in Alabama, was Big Brother, Big Sister, but I couldn't find one here. So it's like, so I am over their youth program. So I get to go into schools and different avenues here and like speak to kids and just encourage them. And then I'm a high school coach, so I get to
So I get to pour into my kids every day at practice.
And what school are you now coaching?
I am coaching at a high school called Cane Bay High School here in Charleston, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. And how is that going?
It's going good. Just getting the hang of it and getting my kids to understand like the value of just being a part of a team and teaching them work ethics, because track don't just prepare you for a track meet, it prepares you for life. It teaches you how to work with others. So I'm trying to instill that in them. I'm teaching them to work through adversities and don't take losing one race or one meet as a bad thing, but just something that they learn from and build from and come back stronger.
Way to go, Aileen Bailey. Ha, ha, ha. So you're a rounded individual, and we appreciate you for that. And now that you're doing what you're doing with, children, they'll come out good. In Jamaica, they say you'll pass the worst. So you'll allow them to pass the worst. And so we commend you for that.
Yeah.
Now, your life in Jamaica as a Jamaican picnic. In a nutshell, what was that like for you?
So like I said before, I grew up on a farm in Bakersfield, St. Mary. So life, I spent most of my time with my godparents, because my parents work, and my siblings were boys, so they run around and do their things. I spent most of my time with my godparents. So so he had cows. I helped him milk the cows. I had chickens. I fed the chickens. I helped collected eggs. We plant crops. We reap crops. I had my own little garden, so I got to enjoy watching my crop grow and then being able to reap it, and then my mom cooks it, or my godparents cook it. And it was just fun and amazing, and I just got to run around, and I did a lot of my running from yard to yard, from my mom's parents' house to my godparents' house. I did that, running back and forth, and then running late at night, and they tell you a scary story about some rolling calf and stuff. So you had to run.
Okay, yes. So you looked out for the rolling calf and ran at night, right?
Yeah.
I can.
So, running was a part of it.
Oh Lord!
But it was amazing because it was amazing. So I got to just be a kid and enjoy just growing up and going to the river, fishing and catching janga and getting bitten by them, and going to crab bush. So it was an amazing experience.
Yes, catching janga. I know about the catching janga, and people would call them swims, but yeah, the janga, we know what that is.
Oh, they call it, yes.
Oh, Lordy, well, it's such a pleasure talking to you. Yes, I'm sure it was. And it's a pleasure having you here on my radio program. Now, we're wrapping up, so I just have a quick fun segment for you. It's all spontaneous, so you have to give me one-word answers only. I call a word, you respond with a word, okay? So, first one, Olympics.
Oh, amazing.
Inductee.
Heartwarming.
Okay. Jamaica.
Proud.
Excellence.
Greatness.
Veer Tech.
Double greatness.
You know what, Aileen, I asked for one word. All right, I get you. Accolades.
Accolades. Accomplishments.
Okay. Family.
Love.
United States.
Opportunities.
Success.
Joy.
And finally, Aileen Bailey.
Oh God. Too, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh. lovable.
All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yes, it's really good chatting up with you, Aileen, and I'm looking forward to hearing more things that you are accomplishing. Vast amount of things that you're accomplishing in your lifetime, and you have already set the pace for many. Thank you for that. So in Jamaica, we say walk good.
Walk good.
All right.
You, and thank you for having me.
Of course, you're most welcome. Take it easy. All right, that's a wrap for Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. The voice of Jamaican Olympian Aileen Bailey. I tell you, I saw her in her interview, and she was just so fluid, just calm, no over the top kind of thing, and we appreciate her. Voices, our aim is to highlight people here in the diaspora who are achieving greatness and imparting their knowledge and so much more to people. So I'm looking forward to having some really great people in this segment on a Monday afternoon. 4 minutes to 7 o'clock. It has been my Jazz Music Monday, and I took you on a journey this evening. We had the Monday beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. Then I took you to the special feature with Team Jamaica Bickle, Labor of Love luncheon. Then, of course, Trudy Ann popped in with citizenship exam preparation. Music Monday today, and I gave you news. I spoke to DL and I spoke to Hortense. What a good day. And wrapping it up now with Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. A Monday. Hi, everyone. Heading home in a few minutes. I'm going to be going up now before they run me home, because people like to send me home, But I'm going. So, Brody, good day. He says, congrats to Madam Bailey. I'm confident that she'll be a success as a coach and mentor. Love you, girl. Veer Technical High School to the world again. There you go. That's Brody. He was my head boy. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the show. Yes, I'm going to dark my way home. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show this evening, and to my audience there in Duncan's in Trelawney, courtesy of Fit FM 96.7 in Jamaica. www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music. We appreciate you. And Julia, listen out. We're going to have a conversation. To my audience here across the tri-state area and globally, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to being back next Monday. Who will be my guest? You'll soon hear about them. Yeah. But it's always great to be here, seated in this very spot, doing what I love to do. Thanks to my sponsor, Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Don't forget, if you need voiceover services, like you have a book and you want somebody to read it and sound nice, call me. I'm like Miss Cleo. Call me. Yes, I'll do that for you. If you have your commercial, anything that requires a voice, give me a call. 914-600-4228. And you can reach me at 914-304-2592 or email me insidethezone@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel, Inside of the Zone with Lady D. This has been another edition of the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. I had fun. I hope you did too. You had fun? I hope so. As always, love yourselves, love your children, and in everything you do, it is the will of God, He created you, and He knows your end. So for everything that you do, He already knows. Blessings to everyone. Love, love. Mwah. I'm out of here.
Coolie Runnings Restaurant in association
Too much madness